ఈయనకపోతే ఎదురుగా చెప్తారో
కవర్ చేస్తున్నారు.
మీరు అట్లా ఉంటే మేమేం చేయలేం. తెచ్చా కొద్ది ఫాస్ట్ వచ్చి ప్రసాద్ 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 ఆడ ప్రసాద్ ప్రసాద్ ఆడపోయింది. వెనకరా 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 అన్న అన్న బ్రో 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 అటుంటే పంట వాళ్ళు అస్సలు
గ్రీన్ షర్ట్ అన్న అవునన్నా
వెనకరా భరత్ 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 వెనకొచ్చు తేజ తేజ వెనకరా తేజ
ఓకే.
దీంట్లో షార్ట్గా ఉంటుంది కదా.
రఘునాథ్కి చెప్పాను, నేను అన్నీ చెప్పి పెట్టాను రఘునాథ్కి. చేంజ్లు ఏం లేదు.
అంత ఉంటుంది ఇప్పుడు హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్లో అయిపోతుంది సింపుల్గా సార్.
సార్ వెళ్ళిపోతారేమో. చలి సార్. తర్వాత respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, Shreeja owners and colleagues, Namaskaram to each one of you. Today we all gathered to celebrate the Bhumi Puja Integrated Dairy Plant and 12th anniversary of Shreeja Mahila Milk Producer Organization. 12 years of progress, 12 years of prosperity and sustainability. We thank the visionaries, leaders, Shreeja members and team members whose dedication has shaped this milestone. As we step into our 13th year, this remains a story of rural women rising together of resilience, transformation and quiet courage. Today we gather not only to celebrate this milestone, but to honor the collective effort, quiet dedication and the shared vision that brought us here. None of this would have been possible without every hand that contributed, every voice that believed, and every woman who took that first courageous step. As we embark on this joyous occasion, it is now my privilege to introduce and welcome the distinguished guests who have graced us with their presence today and the leaders whose remarkable contributions to the field of animal husbandry and dairying have shaped this industry across the country. Now, may I call upon the stage Chairperson of Shreeja, Srimati Sridevi Garu, and Chief Executive of Shreeja, Shri Timmappa Sura Sir, onto the dais. Next, may I call upon the stage Executive Director, NDDB Dairy Services, Dr. Ragumale Goda sir, onto the dais. Next, I would like to call upon Managing Director, Mother Dairy Fruit and Vegetable Private Limited, Shri Jaitita Chari sir, onto the dais. Next, it's my privilege to call upon Managing Director, NDDB Dairy Services, Dr. C.P. Devanand sir, onto the dais. Now it's my honor to welcome Chairman NDDB and NDDB Dairy Services, Dr. Minisha sir, onto the dais. Today we replace the lamp traditional lighting with a more meaningful, eco-friendly gesture, the watering of a sampling. This is not just water meeting soil. It symbolizes growth, sustainability, and new beginnings, a reminder that every dream is like every plant. I now invite all the dignitaries on dais to come forward and begin this ceremony by watering the sampling from small sprout vessels.
అది పెరికేసి ఇది పెట్టు.
As every program commences with, as the sapling grows, may it reflect the growth of our shared goals and aspirations. Thank you all for joining this initiative. As every program commences with the Holy Spirit, let us begin this program with a prayer. Every stand up. అందరూ దయచేసి నిల్చుకోవాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. Thank you. Next, I would like to call Chairperson of Shreeja to felicitate Chairman NDDB and NDDB Dairy Services. Next, I would like to invite Chief Executive of Shreeja to felicitate Managing Director, NDDB Dairy Services. Next, I would like to call Chairperson of Shreeja to felicitate Managing Director, Mother Dairy. Next, I would like to call Chief Executive of Shreeja to felicitate Executive Director, NDDB Dairy Services. Next, I would like to call Managing Director, Mother Dairy Fruit and Vegetable Private Limited to felicitate Chairperson of Shreeja. Next, I would like to call Executive Director, NDDB Dairy Services to felicitate Chief Executive of Shreeja. Now, I would like to invite Srimati Sridevi Ma'am, Chairperson of Shreeja, for the welcome address.
గౌరవనీయులైన ఎన్డీడీబీ మరియు ఎన్డీడీబీ డైరీ సర్వీసెస్ చైర్మన్ గారు, వేదికపై ఉన్న గౌరవ అతిథులకు, ఉత్పత్తిదారుల సంస్థల చీఫ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్స్కి, మాతో అనుసంధానమైన మదర్ డైరీ, ఐఏఎల్, ఐడిఎంసి నుండి ఇచ్చేసిన గౌరవ అతిథులకు, నా ప్రియమైన శ్రీజ సోదరీమణులకు, ఉద్యోగులకు నమస్కారం. మా ఆహ్వానాన్ని మన్నించి ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి విచ్చేసిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి హృదయపూర్వక ధన్యవాదాలు. ఇది శ్రీజ 12 ఏళ్ల ప్రగతిని, అభివృద్ధిని ప్రత్యేకంగా జరుపుకున్న ఈరోజు. మీరందరూ కార్యక్రమానికి అటెండ్ అవ్వడం వల్ల ఈరోజు ఎంతో కలర్ఫుల్గా, అంటే చెప్పలేని సంతోషంగా ఉందన్నమాట. ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి విచ్చేసినటువంటి మీ అందరికీ స్వాగతం, సుస్వాగతం. ఇవాళ ఇక్కడ నిలబడి వెనక్కి తిరిగి చూస్తే 12 ఏళ్ల క్రితం నుండి చూస్తే ఏమీ తెలియని అయోమయంలో 27 మంది స్త్రీలు శ్రీ వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి పాదాల చెంత ఏమీ తెలియని ఒక ఆశతో, ఒక నమ్మకంతో, ఒక ధైర్యంతో ఈ సంస్థను ప్రారంభించడం జరిగింది. అదే నమ్మకం ఈవేళ మీతో అందరితో పాలు పంచుకోవడం చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. ఆ నమ్మకమే ఈరోజు 12 ఏళ్ల ప్రగతిని, అభివృద్ధిని ఎంత సాధించిందనేది మీ ముందు చూస్తున్నారు. 27 మంది మహిళలతో మొదలైన శ్రీజ సంస్థ 1,40,000 మంది మహిళా ఉత్పత్తిదారుల సంస్థగా బలంగా నిలబడింది. 4 రాష్ట్రాల్లో, 18 జిల్లాల్లో, 5,000 గ్రామాల్లో పైగా విస్తరించి రోజుకు 9 లక్షల లీటర్ల పాలను సేకరించడం జరుగుతుంది. డియర్ సిస్టర్స్, ఇది కేవలం నివేదికలో ఉన్న అంకెలు మాత్రమే కాదు. ఇందాక నేను చెప్పిన అంకెలు మాత్రమే కాదు. ప్రతి అంకె వెనుక ఒక మహిళ స్వరం ఉంది. ఒక మహిళ అభివృద్ధి పథంలో నడుస్తున్న ఒక మహిళ ఉంది. ఆ మహిళకు ఆత్మస్థైర్యంతో నిలబడి ఉన్న, అంటే తన ఇంటి ఆలోచనలు తన తానే డెసిషన్ తీసుకునే విధంగా, ఉన్నత చదువులు, పిల్లల్ని ఉన్నత చదువులు చదువుకునే విధంగా ఎంతో అభివృద్ధి పథంలో నడిపించిన శ్రీజకు ఎప్పటికీ మనం రుణపడి ఉండాలి. ప్రతి అంకె మహిళ స్వరం ఉంది. ప్రతి లీటరు పాలు ఆమె సంపాదించుకున్న గౌరవాన్ని సూచిస్తుంది. శ్రీజలో మనం కేవలం పాలు సేకరించడమే తోనే ఆగిపోలేదు, మహిళలకు గౌరవాన్ని దక్కేలా చూసాం. తన కుటుంబం గురించి సొంత నిర్ణయాలు తీసుకునేలా, పిల్లలకు ఉన్నత చదువులు అందేలా చేసి వారికి స్కాలర్షిప్లను అందించి ఎంతో ప్రోత్సహించడం జరిగింది. పశువులతో పాటు మీ కళలను కూడా పెరిగేలా చేసింది. మన శ్రీజ రైతులకు కావలసినవన్నీ ఒకే చోట దొరికేలా చేసింది. వారికి కేవలం ఒక కంపెనీగా కాకుండా ప్రతి ప్రయాణంలో తోడుగా నిలిచింది శ్రీజ. శ్రీజ సోదరి మండల మన కళలను మరో అడుగు ముందుకు వేస్తున్నామని చెప్పడానికి నాకు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. ఈరోజు మనం స్వర్ణకుప్పంలో భాగంగా క్యాటిల్ ఫీడ్, మిల్క్ పౌడర్ ప్లాంట్ని సొంతంగా మనం నిర్మించుకోబోతున్నాం. అంటే మన కళలను మన చేతుల మీదుగా మన భవిష్యత్తును మనం ఈరోజు నిర్మించుకుంటున్నాం. ఇదే కదా నిజమైన మహిళా సాధికారత. ఈరోజు మన దగ్గర దాదాపుగా 32,800 మంది లక్షాధికారులు ఉన్నారంటే నెలకు 1,00,000కు పైగా సంపాదించే వాళ్ళు 32,800 మంది ఉన్నారు. ఈ సంఖ్య సంవత్సరం ప్రతి ఏటా ఈ సంఖ్య పెరుగుతుందని నా నమ్మకం, పెరుగుతుందని అదే అంకిత భావంతో, అంత ఐక్యతతో ప్రగతిని ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్తున్నామని మీకు మాట ఇస్తున్నాం. ఈ అద్భుతమైన ప్రయాణంలో ఎన్డిఎస్ వారి ఆధ్వర్యం, వాళ్ళ సూచనలతో, ఎన్డీడీబీ సహకారంతో మదర్ డైరీ ఎన్ని పాలు ఇచ్చినా మేము తీసుకుంటామని మదర్ డైరీ మనకు ముందుకు రావడంలో, ఐఏఎల్ వాళ్ళు పాల ఉత్పత్తిని పెంచడంలో, మెడిసిన్లో, ఐడిఎంసి వాళ్ళు మిషనరీలో, మనకు ఇలా అందరూ సమిష్టి కృషి వల్లే శ్రీజకి ఇంత సాధ్యం. మన వెన్నంటూ ఉండి మనకు ముందుకు నడిపిస్తున్న ఈ అన్ని సంస్థలకు హృదయపూర్వక ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. మరొక్కసారి శ్రీజ సోదరుల తరపున 12 ఏళ్ల ప్రగతిని, అభివృద్ధిని జరుపుకోవడానికి విచ్చేసిన మీ అందరికీ స్వాగతం. ఇలా మరెన్నో వసంతాలు జరుపుకోవాలని శ్రీజను మనస్ఫూర్తిగా కోరుకుంటాను. ధన్యవాదాలు.
Thank you, ma'am, for the welcome address and sharing the Shreeja's 12 years journey and transformation. Now, may I now request the Shreeja team to play the 3D rendered video showcasing Shreeja MPO's skimmed milk powder and cattle feed plant. Thank you, team. 12 years ago, a dream took root in the villages of southern India. Today, that dream blossomed. A story of progress, a story of prosperity, a story of sustainability. The story of thousands of women who rise together. This is Shreeja's 12 years of transformation. It is my honor to invite Managing Director, NDDB Dairy Services, Dr. C.P. Devanand sir, to formally launch the Shreeja's 12 years journey.
Sun rises over Tirumala. She is already awake. She is already awake. Her hands know the cold of the morning, the weight of the milk can, the long walk in the dark. For years, she poured her milk, and someone else decided her worth. But 12 years ago, something changed at the foothills of Lord Venkateshwara. 27 women, one dream, and a name that would echo across South India. Shreeja. With the support of NDDB and NDDB Dairy Services, a small idea took its first breath. They said 27 women couldn't change anything. Today, there are 150,000 across 4 states, 5,000 villages, 15 districts, 9 lakh liters of milk every single day. But Shreeja was never only about milk. We believed one simple truth. When a woman takes charge of her home, she changes the destiny of her family, her village, and her society. So we did not just build a business. We built leaders. 5,000 village leaders, 14,000 VCG members. Look at our board. Look at our chairperson. Every seat held by a woman. 80% of our sahayaks, women. Every crew, women. This is not just a company. This is a women's supply chain, the first of its kind. And we knew empowerment without knowledge is incomplete. So last year, we invested 7.5 crore rupees in training our farmers with the support of JICA. We even crossed borders, taking our farmers all the way to Punjab to learn from the best. And with JICA's support, we strengthened the very backbone of our network. New BMCU infrastructure, new MPP infrastructure, and modular MPPs designed for seamless functioning right at her doorstep. We raised our standards to meet the world's. Our BMC Us, now upgraded to ISO 22000:2018, a global mark of food safety. We cared for those who cannot speak for themselves too. 20,000 animals tested for mastitis, treated with ethno-veterinary wisdom, guided by Padma Shri Dr. Punyamurthy Natesan. 100 tons of mineral mixture, 6 crore, 52 lakh rupees in animal health kits, and a mobile veterinary unit run by qualified doctors, ready day or night. Because for us, the welfare of every animal is a promise. And then came the moment that changed everything. That same woman, who once measured her earnings in coins, opened her bank passbook and wept. Today, she is one of 32,800 Lakpati Didis, women earning 1 lakh rupees and above. Together, they have earned 694 crore rupees. And our highest earner? 54 lakh rupees, standing shoulder to shoulder with the executives of the corporate world. The banks noticed. Indian Bank alone came forward with 25 crore rupees. So our women could buy more cows and grow even further. But her dreams did not stop at milk. Today, we procure her fruits and her vegetables too. A new turnover of 2 crore rupees, and a vision to become the one home for everything she grows. She now grows organic vegetables, earning more than ever. She cooks with biogas, 200 units and counting, through our partnership with NDDB. Even our vehicles now run on clean electric power. culture. We stood beside our children with scholarships and with hope. And this is only the beginning. Soon, we will build our own cattle feed plant, our own integrated dairy plant, 280 crore rupees, in the name of our farmers. We will rise from 9 lakh liters to 15 lakh liters to become the market leader of all South India. None of this would have been possible without the support of NDDB and NDDB Dairy Services. And so, as the sun rises again over Tirumala, she is awake, but she is no longer alone. She stands with 150,000 sisters. She is not just pouring milk anymore. She is pouring hope. She is changing her destiny and the destiny of a nation. This is her story. This is our story. This is Shreeja. Before the sun...
Every year, on the occasion of Shreeja's anniversary, we celebrate the journey and growth of our organization by marking a significant moment with the release of annual price difference. This price difference is an additional incentive over and above the regular milk bill given to our dedicated women member as a token of appreciation for their continued commitment and contribution. As part of this year's celebration, it is my great honor to invite Chairman NDDB and NDDB Dairy Services to announce the price difference details and formally release the price incentive for the financial year 2025 and 26. Also, I request the Board of Directors of Shreeja to be present to receive bonus check from the Chairman. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Meenesha Sir, Chairman NDDB and NDDB Dairy Services, to address the program.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. మీ ఆహ్వానానికి చాలా కృతజ్ఞతలు. Madam Sridevi, Chairman Shreeja and her team, all the board members, and also the owners of Shreeja, all the sisters who have gathered here today for the 12th anniversary function. Dr. Devanand, Managing Director, NDTV Dairy Services, Raghu, Executive Director, NDTV Services, and the entire team of NDTV Dairy Services. Sri Chari, Managing Director, Mother Dairy, and his entire team. Mr. Timappa, CEO of Shreeja, and his team of Shreeja. All the CEOs of the producer organizations, I don't think any other occasion when I have seen all of you together. So thank you for being here. Finally, my colleagues, Romi, Regional Head, NDTV, and her team who is present here. And well, if I have missed somebody, all ladies and friends. I was here, I think, 2 years back, maybe in the 10th anniversary function. And one of the important things which we discussed and we agreed was that Shreeja can grow manifold from here. If I remember correctly, we were procuring about 5 lakh liters of milk. And we had a modest target of 10 lakh liters. And I promised that I will come when you reach 10 lakh liters. But the circumstances are such that I came early. I never thought that I will come in 2 years. And they will also achieve more than 9 lakh liters. So my congratulations to entire Shreeja team. I think Shreeja as a model, or in fact all the producer organizations as a model, has been very, very successful in attaining the objectives which NDTV or our subsidiary companies, whether it is Mother Dairy, whether it is NDTV Dairy Services or the producer organizations have. To be very clear, we are not in the business of milk. I think we all need to understand that milk is just, one such thing which we have decided that through which we will aim for the social and economic empowerment of the rural people, particularly so for the rural women. And I think whenever I see Shreeja, wherever I come here, interact with you, it's the biggest motivation for the entire family, the extended family of NDTV Services, Mother Dairy or the producer organizations. How you have grown, how you have supported your sisters, and how the business is helping them to change the lives of millions of families. I still remember I was very actively involved in the Chittoor Milk Union. I think very few colleagues are now there who will recall being in the finance department at NDTV. I always, I was skeptical that why there is only one union who is unable to pay our dues. Every time the board will ask what happened to the overdues. And I was feeling that, why things are happening in such a way. But then today I feel that whatever happened for good. If there was, if the Chittoor Milk Union had not failed in its objective, I don't think Shreeja would have been today what it is. And see the progress, I was here, I'm privileged actually and fortunate to be here for the Bhumi Pujan of integrated plant where you have the dairy processing plant, skim milk manufacturing plant, and also the cattle feed plant. I think for all the milk producer organizations, this is again something which we are doing first time, where the processing facility we are setting up for the producer organization. And therefore, I think Shreeja is showing the way, And my request to all the CEOs, I think we can look at such model, apart from Mahi, which already has some of the assets built up because of the assets available in that area. But all other organizations, I think Saki is trying, Rachna is here, so we are also trying to get some land, have the processing plant there. But then, as a model, I think rather than Mother Dairy investing, the entire capital what you need, the way we are growing, it's possible that all the producer organizations can also set up small infrastructure facilities. NDDB and the entire family is there to support you. Again and again, whenever I met Timappa and the madam, my only job is to give them confidence that don't worry, you are taking the loan, but then don't worry about the repayment. It's NDDB's money. And I think that is the same message for all the producer organizations. Why can't we have our own infrastructure, and that reduces the load on Mother Dairy for the investment? Because today, I think we are already investing close to 2,000 crore. There is a problem. For many years, Mother Dairy believed in the low asset model. That means the over dependence on the third-party processors. And when you do that, you have some challenges, including the quality of milk and milk products. Maybe your ability to pass the maximum share of consumer rupee is also a challenge, because some of these third-party processors will also have its share, rather than earning directly and passing on to the farmers. So as a model, I think I'm happy, I'm fortunate, and also privileged that we have done something today which will also pave way for all the producer organizations, and more so for creation of the infrastructure, whether it is for the dairy processing or for the cattle feed plants. Having said that, I think last 2-3 years, we have made some changes. We have taken a lot of risk. For example, integrating all the producer organizations under a common brand of Mother Dairy. Also, involving NDDB Dairy Services as a channelizing organization for supply of milk to Mother Dairy. There were a lot of apprehensions. I had met all the chairmen, all the CEOs, and there were a lot of apprehensions which we thought that could happen. But again, I'm happy to share that we had no problem whatsoever. And in fact, after this migration, in both for Mother Dairy, all the producer organizations and NDDB Dairy Services, actually it is helping us to bring down some of the overheads, save more money, and therefore pass on more money to the farmers. So going forward, I think this is first year NDDB Dairy Services also, I think, declared the price difference. So that itself shows that there is some surplus, which again, we don't intend to keep in the balance sheet of NDDB Dairy Services. But like this, Shreeja has passed on the surplus to the members today, NDDB Dairy Services will also pass on this surplus to all the milk producer organizations, And therefore, I think things are shaping up well. When I took over, I remember we were procuring about 35 lakh liters of milk. Today we are touching double, less than maybe about 5 years, and we have almost touched double, almost 70 lakh liters. Apart from the volumes, it's the actually money which we are able to pass on in the rural area, as I told. And that sizable amount is definitely changing the life of our brothers and sisters in the rural areas. I was happy to know some of the numbers I saw outside of the Lakpati Didis, the turnover which is achieved by Shreeja. And on aggregate basis, I also have the figure of Lakpati Didis from NDDB Dairy Services. I think, although it's part of some Government of India scheme, but then at our level also, we should internalize it and see that how can we help more and more our sisters to earn more, to make them more comfortable, to have maximum money spent on the basics for for the health of the family or education of the family. And that itself actually is the base for creating a better society. So uh, thank you. I think there was some discussions I heard that why only Lakpati Didis. So I was seeing, I think the maximum amount one of our sister got was about 52 lakh. So maybe very soon you can have somebody who is getting 1 crore, and we can start now, converting Lakpati Didis into Crorepati Didis. On the processing front, I think the plants which we have, did the Bhumi Pujan today, I think it will have capacity to produce 30 tons of milk powder, processing of milk almost equivalent, production of butter and ghee also, and curd also, I believe. So it's an integrated dairy project, and also we have the cattle feed plant. We have been able to get some funds as grant from Government of India scheme, and the remaining funds, I don't know, whatever Shreeja can support, fine. Otherwise, NDDB has agreed to fund the remaining amount as the loan. And perhaps, as I told, more and more producer organizations can look for such model. We are coming out, the Government of India will come out with a new scheme now. So the earlier NPDD, earlier RGM, they are all being bundled now as we have started the new finance cycle. A new scheme is likely to come from maybe October. So schemes like JICA, which was only available to few states, will be available to almost all the states in the country. And that will be a big opportunity for all of us to take some funds, improve the processing infrastructure. Even if we have the old infrastructure, how we can replenish or refurbish that infrastructure. And that will give again a possibility for us to increase the volumes of milk further. At an aggregate level, we are looking at, or we are planning to get at least 1 crore liter of milk very soon. I am telling all the producer organizations together. And since all of you are here, I think my request will be to take share of 1 crore liter, how much you can contribute, and then on an aggregate level we can plan something at NDDB Dairy Services. Mother Dairy is also expanding, so like the earlier days, we don't have a challenge of marketing of milk and milk products. There are many areas where Mother Dairy was not not catering for many of the products. And now it has at Mother Dairy also we have decided that we will expand beyond NCR, beyond the areas where we were visible, and we will have the pan-India footprint. And therefore, I think the additional quantity of milk which we are likely to get in our family, we will be able to market also. Something on Beyond Dairy, I was happy to see some of the tomatoes being bought by Shreeja, and maybe I know we bought mangoes also last season from Shreeja. We did same thing, maybe mustard in Alwar, and similar, there is a scope for many such things. Since our members are involved in not only milk, but they also grow fruits, vegetables, edible oil seeds, and many other commodities. I think we have to look beyond milk. And if it is possible for us to give better price for those commodities also to our members, I think that will be again a great service from the NDDB Dairy Services, Mother Dairy, whichever is the organization. But then it will be great service for the upliftment of our rural people. I was very happy to learn about the small experiment which we made on mustard in Alwar. We paid more per price than the MSP which was declared by Government of India, and we had not lost anything. So it's basically we started purchasing on the basis of oil content and moisture content in the edible oil seeds, and therefore we have not incurred any losses, and we ended up paying much higher amount to the producer. So maybe that is one more model we should look. We are working out for the revival of our edible oil operations. We are in touch with KOF, for example, or Telangana Federation, or some of the milk unions in Gujarat to enter formally into the edible oil again. Dara as a brand, we have the very strong brand of edible oil. Unfortunately, we are not able to again cater to the entire country, or we don't have all the oils in our portfolio. But then we can look at it. We have started working on sunflower, we have started working on palm oil, maybe mustard, as I told, and also groundnut. And we will also have a look at some of the other edible oil seeds, as this is one area where our country is actually incurring a lot of foreign exchange. Almost 65% of our requirement is met from the imports. So if we are able to grow more edible oil seeds here, produce more edible oil, pay better price to farmer, I think we can aim for the self-sufficiency of edible oil, which is a vision of NDDB and all the organizations. Last thing before I conclude is sustainability. You all see what is happening in the country. I think the climate change and the other issues which we were thinking that it will happen in the future, now we have started seeing. Areas where there were no rains, now they are getting more than required. And areas which were generally getting good rains, they are not getting any rain at all. And there are some other challenges related to climate. And therefore, I think all of us have a responsibility to make our environment sustainable, to work for the future generations and contribute for the benefit or the betterment of the future generation. And therefore, livestock being one of the sectors which also contributes to the mitigation of methane, and therefore methane is a greenhouse gas and it depletes the ozone layer. So I think it is important that we help environment by reducing the methane emission, and therefore I think NDDB has already started working on few models. One for the ration balancing of the animals, so that you are able to reduce the emission of methane. Also the manure management. So I was able to see the biogas plant outside, a small biogas plant. So that also is one of the solution of mitigating the challenge of methane emission. I think about 200 plants we are setting up in Shreeja. And at an aggregate level, if I tell you, in the country, we have already set up such 80,000 plants at the farmer's backyard. We also have gone a big way into the centralized plant, that means large capacity biogas plant. About 1,000 metric ton of dung you take at one location rather than setting up small plants. Produce the biogas there. Either you use the biogas for the thermal or electrical energy, or you purify further so that and compress, so that you get the compressed biogas and use it for the vehicle mobility. We are working with Suzuki, we are working with many other institutes in the country, and now very recently both Government of Japan and Government of India have signed agreement in presence of both the Prime Ministers just 10-15 days back, where NDDB is named as implementing agency for setting up 1,000 compressed biogas plant in the country. So therefore, I think if we have to reach such a large number, again, our request will be think of such thing. We will be very happy to allocate some of these compressed biogas plants also in the milk producer organizations, and start at least planning if you are able to set up one such plant at least in the area of the milk producer organizations. And that will actually help us, as I told, in mitigating the methane challenge. So with that, I think, as I told, it's always motivating to come here, to see all of you, meet all of you, and learn about the progress which you are making. I'll keep on continuing till the time I am here as chairman. I'll keep on continuing to come in this area which is blessed by the Lord Venkateshwara. It also gives us opportunity. If not this time, we'll also have the blessings of Lord Venkateshwara at Tirupati, and My best wishes to all of you. I also convey my thanks to the leadership team of Shreeja, including the chairman and the board of directors, for doing some of the excellent work for upkeeping the sisters of this area. So may Shreeja continue to grow. I'll try in Telugu. Shreeja inka abhivruddhi చెందుతూ లక్షలాది మహిళా పాల ఉత్పత్తిదారుల జీవితాలలో వెలుగులు నింపుతూ ఉండాలని ఆశిస్తున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Keeping the health and productivity of our member animals at the forefront, we have developed a customized and innovative animal health kit, the second such initiative in Shreeja's journey. These kits are being distributed as part of the bonus to our proud women members, thoughtfully designed to promote better animal health, to boost productivity and to ultimately improve livelihoods. I would like to call Dr. Ragumale Goda sir to distribute animal health kits to Shreeja women farmers. పశు సంరక్షణ కిట్ను అందుకోవాల్సిందిగా వరలక్ష్మి గారిని, సరళమ్మ గారిని, కళా గారిని వేదికపైకి ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాను. Also, I would like to call Shobhan Babu sir onto the dais to distribute animal health kits to Shreeja women members. Distributing to 59,000 Shreeja women members. Thank you, sir. Lakshmi symbolizes wealth, prosperity and well-being in Indian culture. On every auspicious occasion, we seek her blessings reflected in the Ashtalakshmis, the 8 facets of the prosperity. At Shreeja, we carry this spirit forward through a clear mission. Due to some work urgency, NDDB chairman NDDB and NDDB Dairy Services is leaving the venue. So, and the program will be resumed after 10 minutes. I request everyone to be seated Also, sir, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for gracing Shreeja's Bhumi Puja and 12th anniversary celebrations. I am extending this heartful gratitude on behalf of 1.5 lakh women members. Also, thank you very much, sir, for your time and support for your presence today here. Thank you, sir. ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ లేచి తప్పట్లతో చైర్మన్ గారిని సాగనంపవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. అందరూ మీ మీ సీట్లలో కూర్చోవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. అమ్మ దయచేసి అందరూ మీ మీ సీట్లలో కూర్చోవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. అమ్మ ఇంకో 30 నిమిషాల్లో ప్రోగ్రామ్ కంప్లీట్ అవుతుంది కావున ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ మీ మీ సీట్లలో కూర్చోవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. కేవలం 30 నిమిషాల్లో ప్రోగ్రామ్ అనేది క్లోజ్ అవుతుంది. Okay. Every year on occasion of Shreeja's anniversary, sorry. Now the program is Lakpati Didis. Goddess Lakshmi symbolizes wealth, prosperity and well-being in Indian culture. On every auspicious occasion, we seek her blessings reflected in the Ashtalakshmis, the 8 facets of prosperity. At Shreeja, we carry this spirit forward through a clear mission, helping our 1 lakh women owners become true Lakpati Didis. Today, we proudly celebrate that 32,800 women are there as Lakpati Didis in Shreeja, who are receiving 1 lakh or more than 1 lakh rupees as their annual milk. This is which tells a true testament of their financial independence and empowerment. To honor this achievement, I invite Chairperson of Shreeja to felicitate our Lakpati Didis. Also, I invite M. Nagaveni Garu, Rajamma Garu, Harita Garu, Amuda Garu, Rojarani Garu, వీళ్ళందరినీ వేదికపైకి రావాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. Every institution has its silent backbone, the people whose daily discipline, dedication and hard work quietly hold up the entire system. In Shreeja MPO, that backbone is our Sahayaks or Palamitras. Today we honor 5 best women Sahayaks who have driven every parameter of their MPPs to the full, turning those MPPs into the model MPPs. I invite onto the dais Geeta Garu, Sandhya Garu, Chandrakala Garu, Rupa Garu, B. Lalita Garu. Their consistency and commitment are an example for every Sahayak in our network. Also, I would like to call Managing Director, Mother Dairy, to honor these best 5 Sahayaks. Shreeja recently conducted his first ever animal milk yield contest at the Kuppam location, marking a new initiative aimed at recognizing and rewarding excellence in animal productivity among our members. This contest saw enthusiastic participation with a total of 200 cows competing. Rankings were determined based on the highest milk yield per shift, and the following members are encouraged as the top performance. Top 1 place goes to B. Lavanya Garu, and her cow yields 16 liters per shift, and she is receiving the prize amount of 10,116 rupees. I now request Executive Director NDDB Dairy Services to hand over the check and moment to the B. Lavanya Garu. And the check amount is sponsoring by the animator. Top 2 place go to Tejashri Garu, and her cow yields 15 liters per shift, and she is receiving the prize amount of 7,116 rupees. Also, I request Executive Director NDDB Dairy Services to hand over the check and memento to Tejashri Garu. And the third award goes to J. Nagajyoti Garu. Her cow yields 14 liters per shift, and she is receiving the prize amount of 5,116 rupees. Next, Chitravati Fodder and Agri Producer Organization Limited is an agricultural initiative launched with Shreeja as a CBBO, established in 2023. It aims to address the critical need for sustainable fodder production, especially during the difficult summer months when drought often threatens livestock feed availability. The organization produced 30 metric tons of different fodder seeds dedicated to cultivating fodder zower, which benefits 60,000 farmers through direct distribution. To celebrate this, I would like to call Chairperson of Shreeja to distribute Jovar fodder seeds to our producers Renuka Garu, Nandini Garu, Shakuntala Garu, and I invite all these 3 members onto the dais. call Managing Director, NDDB Dairy Services onto the dais. Sir, please, sir. In our continued focus on sustainability and cost saving for our farmers, 200 biogas units have now been installed and are functioning successfully across Shreeja operations. None of this would have been possible without the courage of those who took the first step. I now invite our three early adapters, Maheshwari Garu, and Maheshwari Oruganta Garu and Deepa Garu, who came forward to install biogas units in the entire cluster, to please join us on the dais. And to formally facilitate them, I request Managing Director NDDB Dairy Services to felicitate them and to hand over the memento. Now we are celebrating the women who are continuing their journey with 12 years and being loyal with Shreeja since 12 years. To represent the entire group, I would like to call Nagamma Garu, Malar Garu, Shamalamma Garu, Anuradha Garu, Lakshmi Garu, Neelamma Garu. I request Chief Executive of Shreeja to felicitate our loyalty members. Now, I would like to call highest milk bill receiving members. Charita Garu, Nagajyoti Garu, Manamma Garu, Potula Sabita Garu. I would like to call Charisat to felicitate the highest milk bill receiving members. Charita Garu, she will receive the annual milk bill payment of 44 lakh rupees. 21 lakh rupees. J. Nagajyoti Garu, she receives the annual meal payment of 28 lakh rupees. Also, she is the South Zone IDA AP chapter. She received the Best South Zone Women Dairy Farmer Award. Now, I would like to call Chief Executive of Shreeja for vote of thanks for today's program.
Change. I request all the Cs as well as Baga sir and Saigal sir come to the stage for photograph as well as receive the return gifts from the Shreeja. Please. Ravi Ranjan, please. Go, sir, please. No, please come, sir. Narayan Reddy garu, please. Please. Ready, sir.
Yeah, this is not planned, so I just to I have to collect my thoughts. But still, a respected chairperson Shreeja, Chari sir, Raghu, Timapaji, the entire team of Mother Dairy, NDDB Dairy Services, all the 150,000 producer members, the director board of Shreeja, IL, Shri Sohan Babu, and all other stakeholders who have helped Shreeja to reach this stage. So this 12 years is not just a number. You know, it is 12 years of getting up early in the morning, bringing milk to the milk pooling point, and then taking it all the way to Balaji Dairy or to Delhi, wherever. So it has been a tremendous effort. So in this over 12 years, I'm told, we have supplied 188 crore liters to Mother Dairy. So, and over close to around 6,000 crores of money, rupees have been paid. So you will have to give a big standing applause to Mother Dairy. Because without Mother Dairy, who is headed by now your ex-C, this would not have happened. Now, NDS is facilitated 25 producer companies, but Shreeja, like Chairman said, it has a unique place in our heart. Because it is not you being the number one in the state or the country, but being the strongest and the largest women producer organization in the world. No, that is something. When Shreeja was recognized or awarded the Dairy Innovation Award, it was the world recognizing the strength of our rural, small and marginal farmers. And like, you know, shown in the video, it is not just about women being there as a chairperson or in the director, but in the entire supply chain, we have maximum women. That is also a very unique feature. Now, not only this, whenever we have thought of a new initiative, Shreeja has always come forward, be it procurement of mangoes, tomatoes, baby corn. Now, recently, the setting up of the integrated dairy and cattle feed plant. So over 300 crore, which would not have been possible without the support of NDDB, chairman's support, the entire NDDB team's support, and finally again because Mother Dairy is there to take our milk. So because the kind of a underwriting that Mother Dairy has given, that we will be there to take your products. So that is the strength of this ecosystem. And like Chairman said, this is the kind of a kind of a messaging to other producer organizations that if Shreeja can do it, the others can and might as well do it. But I feel the best chapter in the Shreeja story is yet to be written. Probably somewhere in some corner of Rayalaseema or Anantapur or Chittoor district, some lady producer is writing this story. So may I request you to continue.
A vote of thanks on this occasion.
Honorable Managing Director Devanand sir, respected Managing Director Chari sir, respected Director Raghu sir, Shreeja Chairman Madam, Shreeja Board of Directors, all my sister council, my colleagues, Chief Baga sir, Saigal sir, IAL Shobab sir, my colleagues, and all our Shreeja producer owners. Really today, it's a very great in the Shreeja history, as Chairman sir and our MD said. It's not an easy task for the producer company to come forward to be construct big milk plant as well. So I am very grateful each one of you to come all the way, long way to bless us on this occasion. Once again, each one of you, my heartfelt thanks from Shreeja Producer Organization. Thank you.
ఇక్కడ విచ్చేసిన ప్రతి ఒక్క శ్రీజ మహిళకి ధన్యవాదాలు. ప్రోగ్రాం ఇంతటితో ముగిసింది. బయట టీ పెట్టారు. టీ తాగేసి ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ తమ ఇంటికి జాగ్రత్తగా వెళ్ళవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాము.